Now, where do you want? Eh? Okay, now you're doing dance. Yeah. Now give me a kiss.
Hans Vanderdrift is a very entertaining millionaire. His earliest ambition was to be a movie star, and he even tried it as a singer.
Oh, when you're smiling, when you're smiling.
Hans started as a pastry cook, but he made his dough out of sausages, millions of them carrying the Hans brand.
Very popular, it's made with veal and pork. Very popular.
But before his success with Queensland's biggest small goods company, Hans went broke 4 times.
Well, a guy on the boat told me he knew somebody that made $1 million out of apple donuts. And being a pastry cook, amongst other things, that stuck in my mind. And I sold them door to door. Now I had my pastry cook outfit on and I had a tray in front of my belly. And I used to door knock in Stone's Corner. And I knocked at his door, and there he was. I can still see him as daylight. 6'6", a blue singlet on, hair sticking out everywhere, and a big pot belly on him. And he says, "Yeah!" And Don, I scared the living daylight out of me. And instead, I used to say, "Nice Dutch apple donut." And instead of saying that, I said, "A nice apple donut from Holland." I had such a fright. He said, "Gee, mate," he said, "I must be bloody stale if they come all the way from Holland." I'd never forget that, man, as long as I live.
That business didn't last long, you...
No, Don, I went broke, to be quite honest. I couldn't get a big turnover.
Good tucker, Hans, but not quite good enough. His real breakthrough came with a product made by chance, named at random.
Dutch roast pork. One day we had some pork mince left over, and I made 4 meatloaves out of it. Baked them in the oven, and I gave a couple to a mate of mine whom had a snack bar. And I said, "Try it." He said, "What do you call it?" I said, "Blowed if I know." He said, "Well, we can't call it that." I said, "Dutch roast pork." And that was the beginning of Hans Small Goods.
His success allowed him to indulge a passion both for horses and for the Mediterranean style of architecture. His home now is a sprawling complex of house, pools, bird aviaries, and, biggest of all, a huge stable area. These stables are bigger than the house and date back to the days when Hans started Andalusia Park on the Gold Coast, an ill-fated tourist attraction featuring performing Spanish horses.
It was a good show, everything was good, and a lot of people can't remember it. And we had the best location in Australia, just before SeaWorld. Everybody had to drive past us to go to SeaWorld, and that's exactly what they did, Don. They drove past us to go to SeaWorld.
Most of the horses are gone now, but Hans still keeps a few to indulge his love of animals.
I used to have a horse once, Don. I trained, he was a thoroughbred, broken down, and I made him smile. Every time I said to him, "Pedro," I called him, "Pedro, give us a smile," he used to go, fair dinkum. He told me how old he was. He done all that. It was an incredible horse.
You've probably noticed something about Hans by now. Unlike his TV ads, he actually has a reasonable head of hair.
No problems with Hans. It's a real hit with friends. At the time I made the commercials, I shaved my hair. I had my hair shaven.
So each time you make a commercial, you've got to do a Kojak and shave your...
Well, the second lot of commercials we made, I had to shave it off again, but I don't think I'll do it again. The next commercial I'll come out with hair, I think.
The products he advertises have made him wealthy. But what was it that made him succeed when others fail?
Hard work and determination. Hard work and determination. And when I went broke, and I went broke 3 times, the determination to come back again was unbelievable.
Oh, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing...
After spending a little time with Hans, you get the feeling that even without his fortune, he'd still be enjoying life as much as he did in the days when he had...
Pet cockatoo. And you do a little dancey for the folks. Come on, dance.
If you can imagine the patience and determination it takes to train a cockatoo to this standard, you begin to know something about small goods millionaire Hans Vanderdrift,
You stand on your head.
a man who arrived from Holland with his wife and $50 to go into business selling apple donuts on foot, then hot pies from a motorcycle sidecar, who endured the taunts and threats of his opposition to upgrade his business with an old ambulance, and who, almost by chance, stumbled on something Australians like: Dutch roast pork.
And that's how I actually started, Ken, selling apple donuts door to door in Stone's Corner. We were making hot pies and sausage rolls, and one day I had about 8 kilo of mince left over, and I put a bit of this and a bit of that in it, and I made a meatloaf. I baked it in the oven, and I had a mate who had a snack bar, and I gave it to him. I said, slice it, put it on sandwiches, and see what the people think of it. And he said, what do we call it? I said, blow the rhino. He said, well, we can't call it that. I said, Dutch roast pork. And he rang me up the same day. He said, Hans, have you got some more? I love it. I said, no, but I'll make you some more. So I bought 50 kilo of pork mince, and I forgot what I put in the first lot, but I worked it out, and that was the start of Hans Small Goods.
But the scent of wealth, however strong, can also lead you to unexpected obstacles. In Hans' case, his business came badly to grief 3 times before he could confidently say his fortune was secure. Facing adversity, that's when the sizzling ambition that makes a millionaire comes into play.
Oh, well, you take it as it comes, and when you've got a family, you've got to keep going, and I'm not just going to lay down because I went broke. I'll start again and work hard. I work day and night, 7 days a week. I think a lot of people might go and sit down when they go broke and can't hack it, but it gave me more determination to get up and start again.
But when Hans had finally made it, there was a sudden temptation to ignore his business instincts and indulge in a little horseplay. It was a folly called Andalusia Park.
It was something that I personally got carried away with, emotional carried away with. I loved my horses so much, and I thought the whole world loved my horses so much, but I didn't. Yeah. And we had the best spot in Australia. We were in Service Paradise, just before SeaWorld, and I thought everybody's got to drive past me to go to SeaWorld, and that's exactly what I did. I drove past me to go to SeaWorld.
You fail, you pick yourself up, take a deep breath and plunge into another venture. That's Hans' golden rule to surefire success.
Well, don't be disappointed if you don't make it the first time. Keep going, like I did.
The single-minded pursuit of opportunity, keeping your tail up and your eyes open, that's Hans' key to success. And he's living proof that your first idea may not necessarily be your best. You see, he desperately wanted to be an actor or a singer. These days, he leaves those departments to the birds.
He's a good boy. Now say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
7:30 Saturday.
My God!
Lucky Rick.
Hi, Higgins.
The owner